Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Sadio Mane. He's one of the paciest players around, Peter. He's a very dangerous dribbler and a fine finisher to boot. I particularly like the way he gives defenders a headache by drifting across the forward line, looking for gaps to probe and spaces to get into. I think he's going to be a really huge asset for this team.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Newcastle have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
Well, we're on the way. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, that's a key interception. Tries to play it through. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's well spotted. Forward it goes. Murphy. Bruno Guimaraes. Vieira. Fiore. Vieira. Spread out to the left. Mane in acres of space. Oh, taken with style. Looks offside, I think. Yep, the flag is up.
Well, obviously some sections of the crowd would disagree, but that was the right decision, albeit a late one.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Share. Tonali. Linton. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. And that is as far as they're going to go. Fiore. Lookman. And a chance! And he's there to belt it away. He's picked his way through. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Hall. Can he get it through? Now it's Gordon. Still goalless at the moment. Now it's Gordon. And it's made its way to him. Nice interception, well timed. Mane.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Vieira. And there's green grass ahead of him. And he's managed... Shevchenko! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Now Fiore. Takes a shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
That's an imaginative pass. Played into space out wide. Tonali, and the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And it's Hall. Looking for a runner. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. And here's Gordon. And it's Linton. Decent chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Mane. Vieira conjures time and space where few can. 30 minutes gone. Lookman. Oh, shot a goal! And yes, it's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And yes, it's him again. Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Newcastle looking to pass their way through. That's a little off target. Davids. Hall is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Fiore. Mane. And this is Mane. And the shot! Just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Tonali. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Miley. And Thiaw. Murphy might just make this. In with the challenge.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And here's Shevchenko. Half-time getting close now. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Miley. Share. Miley. Now he's off and running. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And here's Mane. Oh, it's come loose. Shevchenko. Bruno Guimaraes. That has been cut short. Ambitious ball here. Lookman. Great chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that'll be the last act of the first half. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Milan certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal.
Please refrain
they need to
from
keep pushing, keep
the
imposing.
stadium.
Don't leave
Thank
the
you very
door
much
open
for
for the
your
opposition.
Milan ahead 2-0 and they are looking good.
And please welcome our lads to the field.
Here we go again then. Chooses to go crossfield. Fiore. Now it's Shevchenko! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Jacob Murphy. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Mane. Lookman, who does have an assist to his name. Vieira is flagged offside. Xiao. Tonali. And it's Guimaraes. Miley. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. Miley. It's gone for a throw-in. Murphy. Joelinton is in a really good position out wide. Tomori is there and he can get that. Gordon! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Gordon certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
He's coming under serious pressure here.
Look, stopping him is imperative. It may not eliminate trouble, but it'll reduce it.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. That is good alertness. And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
This match was 29,514.
And he's forced to go back. Tomori, Shevchenko chasing after it. And it's Tonali. That has been slung wide. Hall. Now it's Bruno Guimaraes. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Davids. Ball played for Lookman. Plays a sharp little ball. And the finish! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Miley, still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Now then, the ball's come loose. Murphy. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Tries a measured ball. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Murphy. That's good play. Looking to play him in. Mane spots it and intercepts. And now they can clear their lines. Fiore. Into the last quarter of an hour. Shevchenko gets into a good position. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Miley did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Bruno Guimaraes. And it's Guimaraes. Now it's Murphy. Fiore.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Pass somewhat off target. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Joelinton. Bruno Guimaraes knocks it out wide, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he spark a counter here? Vieira, the man synonymous with solidity. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
He's shifting through the gears here. Joelinton. And it's Guimaraes. He shifted it to the flank. Showing good feet. So that's it. It is all over. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work. Van Nistelrooy voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And from the team sheet, we derive that they are going with a 3-4-3 formation, Jim.
Well, I always feel, Peter, that central midfield is a big area of responsibility in this system. It's not as easy for the front three to get behind the ball quickly if one of the wing-backs is pushed on. Then the boys in the engine room have serious cover to provide. So a lot of hard work has to go into this, and at times you can get stretched. But, boy, it can work at one end.
So we're up and running. Has a look and plays it forward. Mohammed Salah going face-to-face with his great rival. Lukumi. Long ball upfield. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Knocks it into space. Played out to the left flank. He's in a great position here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just two...
Osimhen! Goal, Milan! The breakthrough strike! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. So just a one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Can he finish? And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. They've played it short. Good ball, good shapes to shoot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Fabian Ruiz. That has been slung wide. Lookman will not want to lose. Real chance! In for the pieces! He's scored! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth to it, G.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Lookman. Milan have scored 2 quick goals here and are well and truly in the driving seat. So what can they make of this? Can he get on the end of this? This looks promising. That looks a good cross. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Fabian Ruiz. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Fiore. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Great ball if he can get there. Cleared without hesitation. Oh, he's been caught napping. Now this could be a chance. That's good play. Osimhen with 2 goals already to his name.
This is the time you need that pace.
He's in space and looking for options. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Half an hour played now. Out to the left it goes. It's a promising position. Flashes it across. Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Lukumi. And he's forced to go back. And it's Moro. Milan looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Lukumi. It's been shipped out wide. And they've got rid. He's a sharp little ball here. Great ball, and he's in here. Up he goes! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Looking for the run.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
He's going for goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we hit half-time. How would you review the first half?
Milan really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Milan ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And we're underway again. Hops for safety. Lukumi. Now, can they get him away? Can he get onto this? And that has been cleared. Strokes it back. Mohammed Salah. Now Fiore, played out to the right. He's in plenty of space here. Salah. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Milan with this handy-looking 2-0 lead. They are looking comfortable. Lookman, can he spark a counter here? And that's put paid to a promising move. Fiore. Lookman. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. It's a really well-measured ball. Rowe tries making a foray down the right. Lukumi. Passes coming off in quick succession here. He is just caressing the ball. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Lookman, now it's Thuram. Now it's Mohammed Salah. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Makalele. And here's Mohammed Salah. Can he get it through? Thuram. And the finish! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are cruising away. Simplicity itself.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Played out towards the right wing. And he's managed to get free. Tomori attempts a clearance. Out towards the flank. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 13. Lascia il campo per il numero 20.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Nicely aimed pass. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. He's on it, can he get away? Tries to play it through. Drilled in low. Spread out to the left. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. He's there to hit it! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
That was really good pressure. They did enough to put him off in the end.
Played through for him. He's through, it's one-on-one! He can get that clear. Osimhen, he is onto this. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Lookman! Tries a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 14.
Milan making consecutive changes here.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 18. Van Nistelrooy, il numero 7.
Tries to pass it through. 5 minutes left on the clock.
That's a shame, because it was such a good decision.
Oh, good spread. And it's Salah. Smoothly does it. And here's Shevchenko. He's had it taken off him. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
4 minuti di recupero.
4 extra minutes added on. Moro. Freuler. And Moro. That's a lovely, delicate pass. That is lovely. Freuler gets flagged offside. Milan making another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And that's it. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Grazie.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Fikayo Tomori could play an interesting role here, Peter. As a defender, he's unmatched when it comes to pace. one-on-ones he usually comes out on top, even against quick opponents. But I also like the way he can drive the ball out of defence. He's got a very useful ability to be able to hit both flanks with great accuracy.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. So, Jim, this feels like a lineup designed to counter threats out wide, is that it?
Yeah, you will in theory have the numerical advantage, Peter, on the wings. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge for the opposition to try to get past you. On the other hand, you're essentially inviting your opponents up the field. It's going to be a fine balancing act between letting your opponents have the ball and looking for opportunities to counter. But it can work really well.
So it's down to business here. Now he's got space here. Now it's Rafael Leao. Fiore out to the right. Looking to play him in. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Fofana. Shevchenko is onto it in a flash. And here's Rafael Leao. And it's Modric. And he's had it nicked away. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Fiore. That has not gone well. And here's Rafael Leao. Makaleli. Tomori. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Here's Makaleli. Salah. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Can he get on the end of this? And the finish! Goal! Milan!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Ha segnato al 14° minuto, numero 18.
Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And it's Rabiot. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Estupinian. Now it's Loftus-Cheek, and he welcomes it in. Rayn claims comfortably. That is good alertness. Van Nistelrooy, Osimhen, and that could set him on his way. Shevchenko could try cutting inside here. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Fofana.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation.
Chance, surely! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And that has been clubbed away. No, he refuses to take the bait. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Rabiot concedes a free kick for that. Fiore, and it's Salah. Mohammed Salah will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Mohammed Salah! It's in! And this is getting better and better. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Now it's Shevchenko. He's a sharp little ball here. Osimhen's cross. Cleared away. Modric. Rafael Leao.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Van Nistelrooy. Now, can they get him away? And he welcomes it in. And he thumps it clear. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Now it's Loftus-Cheek. Distributed tidily.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Can he get it? And he shoots! No mistake! Offside.
Yeah, the assistant called it correctly. There's some disagreement, as usual, but they've got it right.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Milan heading towards the half-time break. The win very much in their sails. Bartesaghi. De Winter. Now Modric. Estupinian. De Winter. And it's Bartesaghi. That's Rabiot. Estupinian. And it's Loftus-Cheek. Osimhen. Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Mohammed Salah. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Rafael Leao. Rabiot. Now it's Fofana. Now it's Rabiot. Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Passing is crisp and sharp. He's looking wide. Osimhen. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Shevchenko. And the first 45 minutes are up. Reflections on the first half?
Milan certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Milan are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far. So off we go once more. Tomori, Shevchenko might just make this. What a throw in. Rafael Leao looking for options for movement. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Mohammed goes for a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Davinta attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Modric. And it's Fofana. And Tomori. Modric. Moved on forwards. And shifted it to the flank. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tomori. And here's Rabiot. And it's Fofana. Rafael Leao. It's a goal kick. Couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half. There's no getting past him. It's really well defended. Salmakas. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rafael Leao with the cross. That's a good ball out wide. And here's Fofana. Now it's for Fofana! And yes, it's there! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Segnato al 63esimo minuto, numero 10.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Makaleli. Milan are looking pretty rattled at the moment, Jim.
There's no doubt about that, Peter. It looks like they've had the proverbial carpet swept from underneath them. And it's amazing how much one goal can change things.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to make any prediction on this right now. Modric. Oh, that's fabulous. Sharp header! Decent enough try.
Rafael Leao had only the seemingly easy task of hitting the target with the keeper wrong-footed, and he made a mess of it.
Sostituzione per il Milan, numero 8.
Milan can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, it looks like they just want to introduce a new focal point to the attack.
Estupinian. Threads one in.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And here's Shevchenko. Osimhen receives it in a good position here. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 12.
Milan making another change here.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile. The man pulling the strings.
Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Shevchenko. Knocks it into space. He's found a way through. Played it. Up he goes! He will be livid with himself.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 56.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Nicely weighted ball. Takes aim and he rises! And that could come back to haunt them.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Oh, this looks sharp. Looking for the run. Now it's Fofana. Tries the cut back. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Milan really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Mohammed Salah looking understandably energised after his goal. Now that looks a decent ball. Hangs one in. Climbs up big! It's in! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Milan can make their change now with a break in play, and the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself.
Milan take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Just eases him off the ball. Tomori. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Oh, he's bustling through, tries a shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Attenzione, un cambio.
So there's going to be another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Estupinian.
Ci saranno 5 minuti di recupero.
De Winter. And it's Modric. And Tomori. Aims beyond the defence. Tries to pass it through. That's tidy. Van Nistelrooy.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Thuram.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Milan are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them. Mohammed Salah picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's